We had a difficult first game of the season against Millwall. We lost that 2-1. But since then, we've been much better. Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM with me. My name's Chris. I hope you're all doing very well. 8 games gone, we've won 4, drawn 2, lost 2, and we've got 14 points at an early stage of the season, admittedly, but 14 points? Not bad considering I was very disappointing with how we played against Millwall. Fixtures and games since then have been pretty damn good. We beat Bolton 4-0 in the Carabao Cup first round, beat Derby 2-0 in the Championship, Sheffield Wednesday 1-0, then we went on and beat Lincoln in the second round of the Carabao Cup, beat recently relegated Sheffield United 2-0 in the league. A couple of draws, disappointing draw against Middlesbrough actually. We were 2-0 up within the first, well you can see there, 13 minutes. And just a mad couple of minutes at the end of the second half and we gave away 2 points there. Really disappointing. Creditable 0-0 draw, I think, against another recently relegated Premier League side in Bristol City. Then we went on to beat Hull 1-0 in the Championship. And then, very happy with this, 1-0 win against Leicester in the third round of the Carabao Cup. Paul Patterson scoring the winning goal from the penalty spot. Very pleased with that. We've then drawn Southampton in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, which is another Premier League team. So quite excited about that. Just recently, bit of a dampener on our spirits here. We lost 2-0 to Ipswich. They were better than us all over the park. Very, very disappointing. Today, we've got Stoke and we've got Wigan. 2 games that I'm going to be wanting the full points from. I want 6 points out of these 2. I think we're good enough. I think we're better than Stoke and I think we're better than Wigan. I said it, I'm building us up, but yeah, I want the result here. 2 results, in fact. Got some more squad news as well. We brought in 2 additional players just before the end of the transfer window. So let me introduce you to Tom Edwards, 26-year-old right back, bought from Peterborough for a couple of million quid. We just needed more depth out there. We've got Mark Gerardo and Tom Edwards now, and Ranky Costello who can play out there at a push. But you know, he's pacey. He's on the right side of 30. Good work rate, good tackling, decent enough passing. Yeah, him and Gerardo are going to rotate. He's been playing very well so far as well. In 3 appearances, he's got 7.31 with a good tackling win rate. I'm quite happy with that. And then the next player is Lars Schultz, who we brought in. Lars. We brought in Lars, 19-year-old goalkeeper from Mainz. We paid 1.9 million for him, I think. His resale value is already, like according to this anyway, has already gone up. He looks like he's going to be a really, really good goalkeeper. I think I'm going to give him the FA Cup this year. I think he's going to be the FA Cup goalkeeper over Angus Gunn. So hopefully he'll repay that faith. But yeah, he's a decent young prospect. And if he reaches his potential, he'll be a very good goalkeeper who we can get a lot of money for. So welcome, Lars. The other bit of news is that Tyrese Dolan left us on deadline day. I didn't intend to sell him. I know I'd sort of briefly toyed with the idea of selling him last season when he wasn't performing very well, but he'd been playing quite well in pre-season, and I was quite excited to see him out on the wing on one side with Mighton on the other side. But yeah, he had a release clause of 12.5 million. West Brom came in with a frankly insulting £3 million offer, which I flat out refused. Dolan complained, and I said, look, if they come back with your release clause, I'll sell you. They came back with the release clause, off he went. 12.5 million, which is actually pretty good, because if you look at how much we spent versus how much we brought in, Tyrese Dolan has paid for all of these players, and for most of the players we brought in at the tail end of last season as well. I think just about break even with it all, really, which is pretty good, you know, for one player to cover more or less all of our transfer activity for 3 months. I'm pleased with that. And if that's where sort of Patterson ends up going at some point in the future, Schultz as well. I'm going to call him Schultz. I'm just going to call him Schultz. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm not going to say his name wrong every time I try and pronounce it. We've got the squad now to cover that depth. That's the whole point of doing all that sort of squad building, was to cover for the eventuality of our better players being poached. Right then, let's get on with this game against Stoke. Here's how we're going to line up then. We will have Gunn in goal. Gunn is a bit unhappy with him at the moment because I turned down a deadline day offer from Watford, I think it was. They wanted him for like £4 million. I was like, no, absolutely not. On deadline day, you want my number 1 goalkeeper? No, not going to happen. So he's a bit miserable. So Gunn's in goal. Then we've got Pickering, Vasquez, Martel and Edwards making up the back line. I keep getting his name. Namdi. We've got Namdi sitting ahead of them. Then Rothwell and Zitty. Guys, an episode of not being able to say the names. Ahead of him, Mighton, Ranky Costello and Patterson make up the top line. So one thing I was thought about doing, and apparently I've already done it and just forgotten. When Patterson's playing, I'm going to play him as more of a complete forward. So he's getting involved in it in the game a little bit more. And then when I've got Fran Sol on the pitch, he's going to be an advanced forward, just because he's a little bit older, a little bit slower. And I just want him sort of staying at the top of the pitch, ready to pick up on those balls. Anyway. Not many people in Ewood Park. There's quite a lot of people in here for the game against Leicester. Was that at home? It might have been away. It was at home. Rankin Costello's got the ball out on this right-hand side. Zeet plays that forward to Rothwell. Mighton finds Patterson. Patterson's run through the defence. And Mighton's got the ball back and it's off the post. Oh, Rankin Costello plays that ball forward. Edwards has got it now. Here's Zeet. He plays it in along the ground. He's going to take a shot on from here. He is, and it's cleared away. Only as far as Pickering, who gets the ball forward to Mighton. Pickering again. Rothwell now running at his man. Back to Pickering. Namdi in the middle. He's already been booked. That's very early. Very early. I suppose he's going to pick up bookings in that role. Rankin Costello out on the right now. Edwards get this cross in. Here's Zit. Rankin Costello. Patterson. Mighton. It's in. It's 1-0. Mighton has scored his second goal. Bit of cannonball in the box there, but Mighton. Oh, I've turned the replays off, haven't I? Donut. Pretty even, I think. Although we've had more and better of the ball, so maybe not. Now, having said that, they're just going to come at us, aren't they? No, we've got the ball, playing it out from the back, calmly, collectively. It's very good from us. Mighton has lost the ball there. That was very not good. And it's a great save from Angus Gunn. I thought, the view on that, I thought that was gone. He'd saved it, but it had gone up and over and in. But it had not. It's cleared away, and it's a good save off the line from Pickering. Brilliant stuff. Zeet is running ahead, running forward. He's got some pace on him. He's not been challenged at all. He's got it through in the middle to Patterson, almost. And it's going to go to nothing. And I think it's going to be half-time. Take Namdi off for Edwards. Lewis Travis has not been playing very well recently, so I'm sort of giving him a little bit of time to think on the bench, which is why he's not he would ordinarily be the automatic choice there to go in that defensive midfield role. But he's learning a lesson. Rankin Costello is in here, and it's 2-0. What a goal that is. Rothwell plays that ball to Martel, who has just been moved into that defensive midfield role. He plays it back to Rothwell, who chips the ball. Rankin Costello times his run perfectly, and it's a really, really tight angle there, but he gets the ball into the back of the net, squeezes it past Stokes' goalkeeper. It's 2-0. We're looking good. Why is the league table not up here? Why do I have to do this every time I turn the game on? We've got 17 points from 9 games. It's looking good. Crossed in, and it's off the bar again from Vasquez that time. Right, now it's time for some no substitutions, I think. Rothwell's looking pretty tired. I might bring on Carroll Buckley. He's a bit more fit, I think. So we'll change that up in the middle. Although Rothwell's having a really good game. He's just a little bit tired. Trying to rotate the squad a little bit more. Who's winning? Preston beating Swansea 4-0, blimey. Free kick to Stoke. It's swung in and cleared away by Edwards, but only as far as Stockbridge, who plays it back to Arzmiunda. And just enough with the crazy now. I can't pronounce any of these names. It's going to get us another cross in here. Wilkes at the back post. Angus Gunn saves it once again. Angus Gunn is having an incredible game here. 82 minutes on the clock. It's a throw-in to Stoke, way down deep in their area, in their half rather, and they've caught that ball. But Martin's won it off Ojo. We were in for Ojo at one point as well, but it was a bit too much money, I think. Martel plays it into Buckley. Back to Martel, back to Buckley. Buckley finds Edwards out on the right. Is Edwards going to get across? And he is, and there's Patterson off the bar. That's 3 times now we've hit the woodwork. And that's it, 2-0. Good performances all over the pitch. I don't think there's anyone today to really complain about, which is really good. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, no lower than a 6.8. Brilliant stuff. And that, with other results going our way, puts us into 6th playoff spots. Brilliant. All right, let's get on to... Wow, we've got 13 days until the game against Wigan. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Right then, Wigan, which, it turns out, is a bit of a local rivalry. So... even more impetus to win this bloody game. I think we're going to name a largely unchanged lineup. I am going to bring Edwards back into the side. Lewis Travis is going to get his go because I think he served his time on the naughty step. And then I think that's probably it. Indias is still injured. Unfortunately, he picks up a knock, so he won't be featuring, which is a bit of a shame because he's a very good option to have off the bench. As it stands, we don't really have any options on the wing. I might give Dembele a spot actually on the bench instead of Carroll, because at least then I've got an option on the wing. It's very exciting. 30 minutes almost gone and still no highlights, although we have had 5 shots with 3 on target. They're racking up the cards as well. They are really racking up the cards. Pickering with the corner, swings it in. Rankin Costello at the back. There's Patterson, and it's 1-0. Is that going to count? It is going to count. Fantastic. Patterson just in the right time in the right place. Knocks it in for his 7th goal of the season. Pickering swings it in. Rankin Costello heads it off the woodwork. And then there's Patterson, just in between six Wigan players. Gets the shot off, and it's in. And that rockets us up the league. Wow, look at that. We're in third. We're in third place. Right. I think I'm going to make the same change as I did last time, except Namdi's coming on for Travis. I get very nervous about yellow cards in that area of the pitch. I really don't want to go down to 10 men. It's a free kick. It's knocked in, and there's Scott at the back post. That's a good goal. We completely lost James Scott there, and he's in. I don't think opposition replays are on. They're not. Good. Disappointing. So it's 1-1 very, very soon after half-time. That goal went in. We've got the ball at the back with Vasquez. Bringing it forward, plays it through to Zeet. As Mighton doesn't quite find Rankin Costello. And I would imagine the ball's going to go forwards here. And it's back with Zeet. And there's Mighton again. It's going to take on his man. Plays it back to Pickering. And Scott. And it's back with Pickering. God, my colour commentary is incredible. Zeet plays in Patterson. It's a great, great, great pass. And I cannot believe Patterson. He's always got the potential, does Patterson. I'm going to bring on Rothwell for Rankin Costello because he picked up an injury. Patterson's always got the potential to have a really, really good chance and sky it. Like, his composure doesn't seem to be that good. I'm going to go attacking because I'm a bit disappointed. Mighton is also not playing very well. So we will put Patterson out on the left and we'll bring on Fran Sol, and that's going to be our 3 substitutions for this game. Patterson occasionally suffers from a lack of composure, I would say, which is really disappointing. Demand more. It's a goal kick for Wigan. Oh, my nose is very, very itchy. Excuse me. Edwards has got the ball. He plays it forward to Rothwell out on that right-hand side. Back to Edwards now, and then back to the other Edwards. Double Eds. The Eddies. Rothwell plasters that forward, but it's kind of aimless. And the ball has found its way forward to us again. Here's Rothwell once more. If we can just find that key pass that's going to unlock their defence here. And that might be it. Patterson is in. Composed Patterson. He is composed. It's 2-1. Paul Patterson at the double. Fantastic stuff. Composure, see? Composure, Patterson. Just going to lower the tempo now a little bit. We don't need to be quite so rambunctious. Oh my God, my nose is so itchy. Wow. Edwards plays it forward to Namdi, and there's Buckley with a great pass over the defence. Patterson just side foots the keeper. It's brilliant stuff. Blackburn fans behind that goal. Are they Blackburn fans or are they Wigan fans? Don't know. Of course they're Blackburn fans. We're at home. Of course they are. You fool. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. It's a corner to Wigan in the 90th. It's headed away. Only as far as Scott, and they're going to get this ball back in, but there's Edwards covering at the back, and Rothwell now with a chance to break, but instead he frees Fran Sol. Is it going to be 3? It is going to be 3-1 to Blackburn Rovers. That was an incredible break from the back. One pass from Edwards to Rothwell, and then Rothwell to Fran Sol. And Fran Sol, for his 33 years and 10 pace, beats those 2 defenders, slots it past the keeper. It's 3-1. We are getting out of this episode with 6 points. When was the last time that happened? Yes! Happy days. 3-1. Look at that. Green all over the pitch, except for Angus Gunn. I guess maybe for the goal that he conceded, but I don't think it was his fault. His defenders lost his man. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Do not get complacent. Some people didn't like that. I'm loath to bring you the Carabao Cup games because every time I play Premier League opposition on camera, it goes terrible. So I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll come back for Fulham and Wickham. Yeah, we'll play the away game at Fulham and then the home game against Wickham. So end of November, start of December. That's going to be our next episode. I will see you then for those games. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you very, very soon for the games against Fulham and Wickham. All the best. Cheers. Bye.